We have a print center. You might have heard me say Art Ready a few minutes ago. We have a print center that does all of our printing for us at a mass scale. So, Robert, if you'll hit the print center, a few minutes ago we were talking about templates and postcards. Let's say you want to send out a postcard campaign. You would send that into our print center. They would run it and mail it for you without you ever having to put your hands on the postcards. So what does that mean? As a brand new agent, when you come into us, or a transfer agent, you will want to sit down with Linnea or Brooke, and they do Zooms and in person. You'll design your template series, or if you already have a brand package that you like, we just need to make sure it's art ready for our systems. And you will give the print center the addresses you want that postcard to be sent to, which would be a quick MLS search for you new agents that don't know what I'm talking about. You'll do a quick MLS search to pick up the addresses you want to send or your sphere of influence. You'll send the CVS file, which is the addresses. You will send an order form to tell the print center, what do you want? I want 350 postcards on premium paper, and this is how I want to pay for them. I want to use my points, or I want to use my credit card, or they're free. We're going to talk about the free ones here in just a second. And you're going to send that art ready file. So you're going to send those 3 pieces to the print center, and they're going to take care of it from there. So free is a good word, so let's go back to free. When you get a new listing with Samson, you will have several different options for marketing. We are automatically going to do some Facebook and Instagram advertising for you. With a new listing, it's 5 days. With an open house, you get a 3-day ad. When you get those 2, automatically you do nothing, they launch on your behalf and you don't have to touch a thing. Those leads funnel back down into KV Core. We're going to talk about that in just a second. On the print side, because you're going to hear me say over and over, you need a 50-50 strategy, digital and tried and true. Tried and true's print, right? So digital and tried and true. 50-50 strategy, don't put all your eggs in one basket. With that tried and true strategy, you're going to get either 100 just sold or just listed postcards for a brand new listing, and for an open house, you're going to get 300 postcards. Again, you're going to go in, those 300 postcards are going to be towards renters or non-owner occupants, because we're trying to drive renter traffic to your open houses so that you can pick up buyers and convert buyers on that. So you'll do the non-owner occupant search in the MLS. You'll grab those 300 addresses surrounding that open house that you're doing, and then you'll send your template, which is your art file. You'll send the address, CVS, and the postcards order form telling them you want the 300 free to the renters. You'll send that to the print center. Now, here's the deal. It takes us a little bit to print, and it takes us a little bit to get it through the mail, okay? We have a postal service liaison, that's Jim, and that's his new title that I gave him several years ago, which was he's the guy that does all the work with the post office. So once it comes into us, you have to have it to us by Monday morning at 9 a.m. That gets it for the weekend open house. Because if you do it any later than that with the delays in the postal service, they're not getting the postcards until after the open house, and that's not effective. We're going into the holidays. We're going into the Thanksgiving and the Christmas and a lot of celebratory holidays where mail slows down, right? Because a lot of people are sending a lot of things, New Year's cards, all of that stuff. Make sure you give an extra day or 2 if you're doing these open house free postcards. You want to make sure they have time to get there. And again, we don't want them going after. Yes, people are going to look at them, but it's not going to drive anybody to that open house. So we're going to help you by driving your social media ads into the KV Core platform, and you're going to get your tried and true postcards sent to your group. Again, 50-50 tried and true in digital. So if you have any questions about that, you may get an email from Jamie or Rich, who's our print center manager, or Nazar. We do run our print center 3 shifts a day, nights, days, and weekends. So there is someone there to help. Now, there are some print center hours and some print center rules about the types of files that they can accept. Again, they're getting big, huge files processing through their systems, and our print center is a little finicky. We used to have the little printers, you know, just a regular office printer, what most people considered a big copy printer. Now we've got the Battlestar Galacticas back there with full industrial cutters and everything else. So if you haven't taken a look at our print center, please feel free to come by and stick your head in, and they will give you a grand tour. But make sure you give them enough time. And if you do have any questions, you can reach out to them and they'll be happy to answer those as well. But for those services primarily, Brooke and Linnea are your best resources for making sure, Brooke in Virginia and Linnea in Maryland for making sure that your files are art ready and ready to go into the print center. I also talked about free. How can you get stuff for free? So we have what's called Samson Points inside of Samson Properties, and you get 7 points for every $100,000 you sell in housing. So it's dollar for dollar. If your name tag costs $18, and I'm making that up, I don't know how much it costs, then you can use 18 points to get materials. So as you are wanting folders and wanting printing and all of this stuff, you can tell them when you send the order in, charge my points, and then here's my card for anything that's left over. So that you get 300 free, maybe you want to send 400. Well, you'll get your 300 free, and then the 100 you could charge off to your points. Or if you want the different resources and materials, if you go to the Top Agent Resources tab, please, Robert, there are different presentations. You don't have to have a listing presentation prepared and ready to go when you walk in the door. We have tons of different options for you inside of the Resources tab, but we've also got them noted there on the Top Agent Resources. There's listing presentations, there's the seller guides, there's the buyer guides. These are materials that you can take off Donnie's face and put yours, take off Donnie's phone number, put yours. It's generic enough to cover all of our different areas, but specific enough to address certain things that are important in the transaction. If you do something different from a marketing perspective, you can add that. They're fully customizable. You can send them into the print center and they'll print those books for you. And now you have paper that you can hand to some people, because don't forget, people are tactile. They like to touch stuff. They like to hold stuff. Even though we're all techie these days with our phones and our computers and our devices, people still like to touch and hold things. So don't discount printing those flyers and printing those books to be able to give to your clients. We have all kinds of templates up there. You can also sit with Brooke and Linnea, and they will help you design your own and make some changes in those if you need to. And then if you want something completely customized, off the charts, away from what we're doing, you can reach out to Holly and she can let you know if that's something that she can help you with. So that is the main group of our marketing team. All of our marketing people are trainers. They're designed to sit down and help you learn, teach you, help engage you, get you a little bit comfortable doing things you wouldn't normally otherwise do.